Hey, what is going on, guys? Welcome to the first episode of A Fool's Errand podcast. This is going to be a bit of a departure from normal content, obviously. We're going to sit here and shoot the shit for an hour.
Or so.
And
if you notice, there's a third face on the screen.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
And he's our
he's one of
friend.
them, like, they work at, like, Taco Bell, I think.
Oh my god.
No.
Good job, Aaron.
I work at KFC, bro. That's where I work.
Get free purple Kool-Aid.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So don't get offended if I say any racial slurs. Okay?
Well, I'll get
we're fine with
offended.
that? We're fine.
Why would you get offended? You're the
Yeah.
one that says it. Never mind.
What? What?
Keep it on the down low. Down low.
I bet, home dog. Stop touching me.
Just ask nicely next time.
Just
Can you please stop touching me, daddy?
Don't
Okay.
say okay.
See, I mean, the established rules before we started was
The established rules are that let's look up some news.
Embarrassing.
Drake, dude, we already got a co-star on. First
Dude.
episode.
All right, wait.
Waiting.
Calm down a little bit.
Okay.
We're a little up there. A little excited for the first episode, you know?
Yeah. I wanted to talk about the
No, you don't.
The what?
I wanted to talk about the Titanic sub and how that's probably my worst fear to
I never
happen.
heard of that sandwich. Can you?
No. Have you not seen it?
No, I know they
it's-
got iceberg lettuce on there.
No.
Yes,
Homie
I heard of it.
He got the $15 controller and that shit died.
The wish.
That's the toy
controller.
that comes with the kids meal.
It died, and they got stuck down there, bro.
Yeah, I know.
No. I don't think.
I mean,
I'm pretty sure like an hour 30 minutes in, they received the distress call, but like the Navy was like, we might have heard knocking, but it was most likely the sub exploding. That's what they said. And
I heard that if the
news,
sub imploded down there, that
Yeah.
they would have been shredded down to their last atom.
Well,
But
the news went with like it was knocking. They could still be alive.
They're not
but, like,
alive.
No, they're not alive anymore. Of
No,
course.
no.
Yes.
But like,
No chance.
there's a thing they're saying like by the time it collapsed, their brain didn't even have time to like realize that it collapsed.
Yeah, so it
they
would've
just
been
died
painless.
instantly.
Yeah, no. That's
So, like,
that's the
I
only
mean,
good part of the
that's-
story
yeah.
is that it ended quickly for them.
Also, bad part is how many TikToks there were, bro. Just
Dude,
too
there were
many.
so many,
Too many.
making fun of it.
Someone immediately added like a Minecraft Titanic submod, and it was crazy.
What the fuck?
And a
it showed
GTA.
it showed
GTA sub.
it showed the controller disconnected at the bottom too.
Dude, that's so bad.
No,
But
yeah.
like even like a guy like the company that made the controller that they used like
He's down there with. He's
no
dead
he
now.
wasn't down there with them.
No, he was
well
with
he,
them.
like a co-founder of the
Yeah.
company. He was talking. He was like, this controller was like made for like
But
generic gaming.
Yeah.
Like say you didn't want to spend money on like
It's
a
actually,
PS4
like-
or PS5 controller,
Yeah.
or Xbox controller. Because of how expensive they
Yeah.
are, he was like, it's supposed to be for that, not
Yeah.
taking
no, actually,
multi-million,
actually,
or a couple $100,000.
controllers like that are actually
Yeah.
like standard grade for even like military operations.
But, like-
so controllers, the thing that was wrong with the sub is that it was not tested at all before. It's completely an experimental like process. Is an experimental trip. There should absolutely not have been people down there.
Yeah,
with
there should have been just like a
So,
test run first,
Yeah.
to make sure.
Yeah, it's just like a bad time because there was the chance of them actually being rescued if they didn't implode was so low because it's like once that controller disconnected, now they're just like kind of going with where the waves take them. There was like three options. One,
The motion with the ocean.
yeah, because one option was that they floated back by some miracle to the surface, which would be the best scenario, obviously.
Obviously, that didn't
Yeah.
happen.
Yeah. Well, no, I'm talking about the scenarios, you guys.
I
Whatever.
it's alright. It's alright.
What do you want to talk about, Aaron?
Yeah.
France shooting clashes. Clashes and tear gas in Marseille as chaos continues. What are you guys' thoughts on that?
Well, are there any casualties?
It's on BBC.
Okay.
We're about to find out. 56
We are
arrests.
grown adults.
56 arrests? What kind of pandemonium?
Large crowds turned out for the funeral of Nahel M, 17, who was killed as he drove away from a traffic stop.
Oh.
Police and riders have
Didn't
clashed
drive
in the
away
French
fast
city.
enough.
Bro, what the fuck? Police and rioters have clashed in the French city of Marseille as the country battles with a fifth night of unrest after the death of a teenager shot by police at point-blank range.
Are they seriously having like a civil war in France right now then?
I suppose.
Like a mini civil war?
over the death of a 17-year-old.
Jesus Christ. Because Russia's having a civil war right now too, basically.
How Moms for Liberty is teaching its members to spin the media.
Okay.
What the hell?
By Bianca Seward and Gabe Gutierrez. I knew Gabe was a part of this. Philadelphia.
Oh, Gabe. What are you talking
Philadelphia last week, a local Indiana chapter of Moms for Liberty attracted attention for quoting Adolf Hitler in its newsletter. After the local paper reported this story, the group added additional context but kept the quote.
There's no
They just
shot.
Kanye West fans.
Average
We
Kanye.
need some Nick Jonas. Bro. What was that? Why the... What the hell?
What was the quote from Adolf Hitler?
Hang on. Moms for Liberty chapter apologizes for quoting Hitler in newsletter.
Well, what was the quote?
Hang on.
He alone.
The quote placed directly below the masthead read, "He alone who owns the youth gains the future." Owns the youth, you say? After the Indianapolis
Why do you say it like that?
Okay.
Well, I don't even know what you're.
He would like a newsletter from these people now, please.
No, I'm not reading that.
I said, how about we switch to like not as deep stuff, you know?
I just looked up news. This shit is all fucked up, man.
Well, I was
Let's
actually
talk about some like social media trending stuff.
Grimace
How about
shakes.
Grimace shakes. Like
Oh
there's
yeah,
Grimace shakes.
that's a huge trend that's been going on right now. The Grimace shakes.
What would you say the flavor is? Grape?
I think
It's
it's
not
supposed to be
great.
like
I've tried it. It's like
fruity.
Is it like mixed?
People-
is it
Kinda,
like
yeah.
Hey,
mixed,
people say like
it's
if you eat the
pretty
fries,
sweet.
is it mixed berry?
people say if you eat the fries after you eat it, it tastes fruity. But if you eat it before you eat the fries, it's supposed to just taste like pure vanilla. Like it's weird.
It actually kind of does.
Like
Cause
But-
Just pure vanilla.
I think it was like something in the fries. I don't know the exact name of it, but like
dude, that's why they kept getting the Grimace shake meal and they accidentally ate the fries.
nah, Grimace just bucked them, bro. Honestly,
I don't think you can say that word.
Yeah, we have to bleep that.
we'll bleep that.
We'll bleep that.
I- no, you guys
Grimace
won't, I will.
non-consensual them in the butt, you know.
Dude. Yeah, I
But,
saw
like-
one where it's just him.
But like, I think another thing I was realizing is like, it's been Grimace's birthday for like a month now, bro. Like, when is it gonna stop?
I don't know why it blew up all of a sudden. It
Like-
blew up like on my birthday, and I was
I
like,
tried.
oh.
No, because I tried it like a while ago when it first came out. Because it was like a meal deal, you know.
Yeah, it's
like
a
cheaper.
meal deal.
You get like a shake, you know. You're like,
Yeah.
okay. And then like a week later, I started seeing people like with the trend. You're like, at first you're like,
People
the fuck?
strung up in trees and
No,
shit.
because at first it seemed innocent. It was like just them like laying there with it on him. And then I started getting like really deep, like them getting dragged into caves and shit, like really deep.
No, I saw one just earlier where it was this entire family, including like an old grandpa dude.
Yeah.
And he's just floating in a lake, and they're fishing his body out of the
Yeah.
river.
I seen this one where he ended up in the middle of the woods, sprawled against a tree, and behind his head was Grimace shake.
Yeah, I saw that one too. Yeah, I saw that one. Bro, it's bad. It's so bad.
Oh my god. I don't get, like, I want to know who started it, because if, I bet it was like a McDonald's employee. who
No,
just
no, no.
betrayed their
I'm pretty.
brand. And it's like,
Betrayed. I saw another TikTok. It was like a meme, and it was like McDonald's workers looking outside as someone as their 100th Grimace shake goes to waste.
no, I saw one that was
And
similar.
it was just like a guy crying, bro.
Yeah, it was like McDonald's employees as they see another person order a Grimace shake and walk out laughing.
Yeah.
Like,
It's
Yeah.
bad, bro.
no, it's just a weird.
But like it's a fun
weird
it's like a
trend.
weird but fun trend. Like
Yeah,
it
no.
makes you want to do it.
The
But
first-
like the mess is what you don't want to deal with. Like
The first
Yeah.
one I saw, I didn't expect it because I had not seen like the extent they would go to, because I thought it was going to be something like the help. I thought it was going to be something like that.
I was hoping
And-
he would do it at some point. He's just like, help! And then Grimace just comes fucking bolting after him.
Have you
we
seen,
need to put a headphone warning
Have
on
you
that,
seen-
bro.
have,
God.
have you seen the one where it's You will go out. It's like, no, I got plans. You will. No, I won't. You will. And he turns into this like big purple thing, and then it just cuts to Primus taking his dude and dragging this dude
I
out.
know what you're talking about.
Oh man. Again, the first time I saw one of the Grimace Shake things though is like he just
It was an experience.
absolute first cut I've ever seen, and did not expect this alien monster that came out of it, because he's just on the ground just like fucking convulsing, and I was so taken aback. I was like, well, here comes the rest of my feed for the next month or so.
Yeah.
Because that's all that's going to show up.
Totally thought you said feet, and I was like, whoa, this is going in a completely different direction right now.
Well, let's talk about feet, you guys.
No.
I love it when they're all gangrenous and infected.
What? Nice to know that.
That's disgusting.
I'll be sending you some of those soon.
Please no. Have mercy.
Okay, wait. Another thing I wanted to talk about. Elon Musk and Mark Zuckerberg, bro. How much you betting on who?
Mark Zuckerberg is going to win, so I'm betting every dollar I got.
Yeah.
He's literally a black... I don't know...
Black?
Whoa! He's literally black, bro.
I don't know what he's a black belt in, but he's
he doesn't have emotion. Yeah, I can see that. I can see him having like a killer instinct. He does not have emotion, bro.
Elon Musk.
He just goes ultra instinct.
No regard for anyone's life, bro. Did you not see Social Network, bro? Have you not seen that?
Yeah.
Did Andrew Garfield dirty, bro? Turned into Spider-Man from that, bro. Like
God,
straight
dude.
off, straight into Spider-Man.
Spider-Man is my favorite superhero.
I don't know, like
really?
I like Spider-Man, but I've been low-key into like Batman, as you could tell with the with the photo.
With the ears cut off.
Yeah.
Ears cut off.
What a great Batman.
Yours
I
is
know.
like what,
But-
Green Arrow, right?
Yeah, he likes.
I like DC. But
Bleep that.
my three favorite would go Green Arrow, Green Lantern, and The Flash.
Yeah.
And then in Marvel, it would go.
Get me pictures of Spider-Man.
I don't know.
J. Jonah Jameson.
It'd definitely be Moon Knight. Moon Knight's up there.
That's played by Oscar Isaac, and he voices 2099 in the new Spider-Man.
He also
right?
he's like
the only thing I've seen
Marvel
is
characters.
him with Aunt May. That one clip where they're acting out.
Oh
Have you
yeah.
seen that?
Oh
And
yeah.
he's all-
I've seen I know exactly what you're talking about, and it's exactly what you wouldn't expect,
It's funny,
because they're
bro.
just talking really dirty to each other.
really dirty, bro.
And it is.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious.
It's hilarious, but it's good acting. Like it takes a different kind of acting to be able to do something like that and just not die laughing.
Yeah.
Like, which is good because like I feel like Moon Knight is like supposed to be like a serious character, which I feel like
is.
recently they've done a lot of Marvel movies with like everything.
He's supposed to be serious. I've seen
No,
so
no,
many
no, no,
memes.
no.
Well,
where,
like
the
he's
worst-
you're supposed to be
serious
like
funny.
a serious funny. Like with Thor, I feel like they made it too funny
Yeah.
to where like the serious moments were overpowered by jokes that weren't funny.
Well,
Yeah.
well, in
So,
Thor
like-
4, my main problem is that the best scene comes when Gore puts a thing over his mouth, because he can't make clips every 5 seconds.
Yeah.
And can we talk about how fucking stupid the floating head looks in that movie? Oh my god, you've had to have seen that, Aaron. At least the floating head.
Yeah, I went
It's
and watched it with my dad. It's
terrible.
Pretty, it's pretty.
It's terrible.
God.
Like, also another thing is like now he's just OP because he's like, everyone now has the power of me now if they believe they can fight Gore, and they're like,
Have
alright,
you seen
cool.
some of like the CGI of Quantum Mania, dude? It's so trash.
So bad, bro.
Dude,
I went and watched
MODOK
that.
looks like Thomas the Tank Engine.
That's what I said.
Yeah.
I was like, bro, homie does not look like
No.
with how much CGI. Same with like Flash. I feel like the CGI it was meant to be bad. Is what they
no.
said. It's
They-
meant to be
yeah,
bad.
They have a good
but-
excuse because it actually makes a little bit of sense, but some of the CGI
It's
just so
just
bad it's
terrible.
inexcusable. It's
Like-
inexcusable.
And like I liked the way the role that what's his name played as Batman.
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton, yeah. I like the way he played it, like coming back, like years later, and I like that they didn't try editing him to be like super young still.
Yeah.
I like
He's
that.
just this old mentor
Yeah.
guy.
But like,
You
I
know
feel
what
like
I
the
hate about
CGI could have been better.
Could have been. It should have been, man. If you're gonna do like crazy stuff like that, at least do like put in the effort.
Yeah.
For instance, it took
Like-
like 4 years to animate Across the Spider-Verse, I think.
And they still
Like-
like it's a great movie, like hands
5.
down. Huh?
It took
5 years?
5 years.
5
yeah.
years
5
because it came out in
years.
2018, huh?
Yeah.
No,
And,
that yeah, it's 5 years.
The animators are like, we've been worked to the bone. It's like, okay.
I'm excited.
I would
because-
rather have that happen and like have us get a good movie like to where you're on your seat the
Yeah,
whole time,
yeah.
rather than a movie that's like half done with a good plot that just
Yes.
wasn't finished, like because that's
Good
what happened.
plot,
I feel
but
like with
terrible
Flash, like
execution.
it was a great plot, great like
Great idea.
concept, yeah. and like it just was underdone. Like,
Well, a lot of things are like Quantum Mania and Multiverse.
I feel like Marvel just fell off. Honestly, they're trying to
Multiverse
be
of
more
Madness
funny.
is probably like the biggest disappointment out of Phase 4, because She-Hulk had no chance of succeeding, except unless like Daredevil was like one of the main characters, but he only showed up
She-Hulk,
for, like,
I
a
watched
year.
like 2 episodes, bro, and I was like, what the?
Yeah,
Once I saw Megan Thee Stallion in there, I was like, what the?
You know, it fits her comic character because she does break the fourth wall a lot, but she was just so unlikable for a lot of that show.
I feel like they were trying to make her too much.
Yeah,
like,
she was like, I could see Bruce and her having a good relationship, right? Because they clearly do, but she was just kind of like a jerk to him during like the training montage, and that just doesn't fit them at all. Like, they're supportive of each other, and the main thing was that like Bruce is probably one of the most tragic characters in the MCU because he literally is the only one with like a canon killed himself attempts.
yeah.
So, you know,
Unalive himself,
Yeah.
probably should put it like that, but
yeah, I could just cut that part out. But,
hey, just bleep it.
that's 3 bleeps now, guys.
That's like 4, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm only kind of disappointed about Across the Spider-Verse because I heard that with how the direction that they were taking it in, it ended up being so long that they had to split it up into 2 parts. So the next one is coming out sometime in 2024, right?
No, it got moved to
the animators were like, "There's no."
Yeah,
because
because they haven't even done like half the
animators were
stuff.
like, "No way."
So they moved it to like 2026.
Fuck me, dude. That's
I,
crazy.
Well, I mean, I would prefer movies that I look forward to actually
Yeah.
take their time.
Yeah.
'Cause
rather than
Phase
hurry.
4 was
That's why I was
completely
saying I would rather have a good movie like you're on your seat the whole entire time.
It's kind of like
like when I watched Across the Spider-Verse, I had like chills the whole entire time because it was like the music with like Metro Boomin doing the music and all that. Like the
Yeah.
music was good, the animations were good, the story was good. Like you could see Miles throughout the movie. Like character development was good. Like everything was so good, and like I feel like a lot of people can relate to a lot of the like.
Well,
What happens? I'm trying not to spoil anything at all.
Well, there-
but, like a lot
yeah.
of stuff happens where like, I
There's
feel like I
there's
can
a scene
relate to that.
There's a scene that went semi-viral that I'm pretty happy with, like, sharing, that I think a lot of people can relate to, is the one where Miles as Spider-Man is talking to the dad, and he's like, "Lay off the kid," or whatever, and the dad's like, "What?" And he's like, "Nothing."
Yeah,
and I think that's just super relatable, because
Yeah, because like every kid wants to tell that to like their parents, like lay off him. Like he's really like stressed out.
Mhm.
Like he's stressed out, trying to figure everything out, and it doesn't help having parents like right there. Like it's good to be there, but like
to like have a
pressing them.
shoulder to lean on
Yeah.
instead of just
instead
like
of pressing them and making them more like
yeah.
uncomfortable.
Mhm.
I am in the same vein of like wait for a better product than have it released half finished, because then you end up getting a Cyberpunk 2077 type deal.
you
Everyone
get like
remembers-
Phase 4 Marvel.
yeah,
'cause
you get
they needed more time. There was too much overloaded. Like, just compare it with Phase 1, which was first Captain America, the first 2 Iron Man, Thor, Hulk, and then the Avengers. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
So like they also took their time with it. They didn't go too crazy with the content, but they built the universe. They introduced the characters. They gave them compelling stories and villains. And Phase 4 did not do that good because they just wanted to get so much out. Like, out of Phase 4, Loki is good, Moon Knight is good, Wakanda Forever's decent, Shang-Chi's
alright.
decent.
Shang-Chi's good, yeah.
yeah, I like
Like-
Shang-Chi a lot.
I just wish they like stayed with.
I feel like it's fallen off. I feel like they're trying to force too many things with not putting in the budget or like the time
Yeah.
into things. I feel like because we've seen what CGI we could do today. Like we've seen how like good
Mhm.
we can make it. I feel like they just want to like quantity over quality.
Yes.
Like they want to put as much stuff out as fast as
Well,
they
it's 'cause-
can, rather than taking their time with it and like
Mhm.
doing all that. Like Avengers Endgame and Infinity War was like
Perfect.
great because they took their time with it.
I think that's
and
what
they-
fucked it up though, because it was so good, so they were just
So
like
maybe-
push
maybe.
it, get a bunch more money out of it.
Like yeah,
well, it's
squeeze
like-
squeeze it.
How do you?
squeeze
How
it.
do you?
Yeah.
Well, honestly, because it's like Endgame should have ended it, but it's like there's so many concepts and heroes that
Yeah.
the people wanted to see, including
Yeah.
me, and I'm still excited to see those heroes.
And I feel like
and
the-
there's a lot of stories that weren't completed after Endgame, like the Guardians, for instance.
Yeah.
Absolutely fantastic movie. But what they did was they overloaded like all introducing all these new heroes, and they didn't really do a lot because it's. The good thing about like Phase 1, Phase 2 is that they made it super interconnected, like super interconnected. But now with the multiverse, they couldn't really do that. Like, What If's the big example. They didn't really connect the stories, especially like the Gamora episode, which they canceled, but then they still threw her in final episode. Is just a really, really bad idea.
I feel like they're after like the events in like Endgame and all that, with like main characters dying off and main characters like retiring and all that. I feel like they're trying to find like the new main character.
Well, it's gotta
like,
be Spider-Man.
Yeah,
It's
and that's why they're doing
like,
so many Spider-Man movies, which I'm fine with because Tom Holland's like a good Spider-Man. I like him, but like,
Have you seen?
don't overdo
Have you
it.
seen the memes where it's like Tom Holland watching his canon event, which is just watching
Oh,
the trailer
Zendaya.
for the Zendaya
Yeah,
movie?
they're all running like, bro, it's bad, bro. And like, and it's, I would
people-
understand if it was like a movie about that. It's a movie about tennis, bro.
Well, tennis injury and like a love triangle.
Yeah.
But it's like
But, like,
people were insulting Zendaya for it, but it's like
That's
you
what-
forget how actors work.
Yeah, like, that's what actors do. They do roles
making
like
money.
that. Like same with like Euphoria with Zendaya. Like that's like an important role with how she grew up with her acting career, like with Disney and all that. Like doing like a show like that with drugs and
Yes.
nudity and sex and all that. Like
Yeah.
I feel like it's super, like, trying to up
Yeah.
her acting skills.
Well, I think
guess.
she definitely has the skills.
She has the skills to do it.
There's
that's
a lot
why.
of
That's
really,
why she
really
does
good
it.
young actors that
But, like-
have those skills, man.
Yeah.
Zendaya is probably the biggest one. That it's probably the brightest future, honestly, because her range is insane.
What about favorite movies? Let's go with that.
I want you to start because I already know your answer.
Alright, I don't know. It's called A Silent Voice. It's like a sort of anime movie.
Sort of. It is an anime movie.
Shut your mouth, Matthew Dark.
What is that even supposed to mean, though?
I'm gonna explain.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, well, it's an anime movie. It was animated by Kyoto Animation Studios, and it is about this deaf girl who gets bullied, and that bully like atones for his is trying to atone as he gets older, and he's like super depressed and wants to commit suicide because
God,
He-
fucking Aaron.
because he hates himself for what he did to her, and basically it's just
He
like
just not added that part.
it's basically just a story about how they learn to become like better people, I suppose.
They also fall in love.
Yeah, I don't.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's definitely top 3 for me too. Because you showed me that when I went to your place, and we had to watch it like 3 times because I was like, I need to watch it again.
Yeah, I fucking love that movie.
Yeah.
How about you, Matthew? I'll go last because
Okay.
mine's like not all impressive.
Okay. Well, I mean, everyone has different opinions. There's like a lot of movies going through my head. I like Cars. Okay then.
Ciao. From a sad, depressing movie to I like Cars.
With a little bit of rusties
Nope.
and a lot of luck, you can be just like me.
Ka-chow. I like Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
That was a good ass movie. I
It
did not
fucking
expect
was.
it. I did
It
not
was.
expect it to be that good,
It
bro.
was so good.
I loved death.
My favorite part was every time he would laugh, I could see him wince in pain because his ankle was still sprained. So it was just
Nah,
funny.
he's capping. That's not even like true. That's Photoshop.
Anyway.
Okay.
Okay. I liked the Lego Movie. Lego Movie is so good.
Lego Movie. I watched
I'm
that
asking what
movie.
your favorite
I know.
was of all time.
I know. It's really hard for me to decide.
We'll come back to you.
Uh,
What's yours?
No. I was about to. Aaron.
Well, I'm just saying because he already knows his.
Oh, okay.
And if you're still thinking about
okay,
it.
so-
go for it. Yeah, I'll take some.
Like
time
it
to
might
think
sound
about it.
cliche, but like you should have seen. Like I came out of the movie theaters and I was like, that's the best movie like I've ever fucking watched, bro. Like I had chills like the whole entire movie, and it was Spider-Man across the Spider-Verse,
I respect it.
bro. But like it isn't just like the movie. It's just like all of the connections. Like I had so many moments where I was like, damn, like that's like my life. Like I deal with like situations like that. Not to that extent. Like I'm not fucking swinging around the Spider-Verse, but like.
Yeah.
Like with like Miles and like I wish I could explain it without spoiling the movie,
Well,
but,
if
like-
we go into whatever, continue. Yeah.
but like I just like the whole thing just made me
My shirt's been inside out this
had chills like the whole entire movie. I did not stop having chills. Like probably the best directed movie. I love the way they went with it. Like I hate because like we said, they're having a part 2, so I hate how they just sort of left it on a cliffhanger. But like, such a good movie. Probably, like I walked out with my friend and I was like, that has to be the greatest movie I've watched in theaters. Like better than, in my opinion, better than Avengers Endgame and all of that.
Well,
like.
My
That's
my
just
worries.
an opinion, though.
Yeah, no. My worries was like the trailers weren't that crazy, and like there were a lot of jokes that they put in the trailers that didn't land with me at least. So I was really like worried for it. But then all the positive movie reviews came out, and it's like the highest rated superhero movie on Rotten Tomatoes, which I don't respect. But like the audience score is super high, so I respect that portion of that. So
Well,
I'm really excited when I finally.
I feel like because there's so much in that movie, like so much, you're just like, oh, look at that, look at that, look at that.
Yeah.
And like they just didn't want to get rid of it, so they just put the jokes. I feel like, which is like it works, but like it just like exceed. You go into it with high standards because it's a Spider-Man movie, and high standards because of the last movie.
Get the fucking bed lifting up because of that.
Shut up, bro. Shut up.
I'm sorry.
And the high standards because of the last Spider-Man animated movie, but like you go in there with high expectations, and it just like you leave there like in awe of how good it was.
Yeah.
And like even the animation, you're just like, wow, like it's like double every movie, in my opinion. Like my opinion, double every movie, like passing standards.
Yeah.
Like I feel like you have higher standards for a lot of movies, and you go in and they just meet them, or like they'll go a little under. Like this one just out the roof for me.
There's actually it's like a tie for me. If you, I'm sorry to cut you off. If you were.
You're good.
Going.
I'm done.
It's either like one of the Jurassic Park movies, which is like my favorite series, which is
We
like
don't talk about that.
one of my favorite movie franchises series, or A League of Their Own. I don't know if you've seen that movie. It's a baseball movie, and it's about like World War II, and like they're starting up a women's league, and it is actually so much better. It is so much better than you would think. It is so good. It's funny. And it's emotional, man. And it's just one of the easiest watches for me.
My dad tricked me into watching this Christian baseball movie one time.
Okay.
I didn't know what it was, but he did. But he was like, "Yeah, I don't know what that is." So we go and watch it, and it's just like, you need like he goes to jail. It's like this baseball coach, and he goes to jail and shit, and he teaches the inmates about like God and stuff like that, man. It was bad. There was like 3 people in the theater.
Yeah.
Bro, when I watched Lego Movie, I was the only person in theater, and that's because I watched it.
That is a good experience.
But that's because I watched it like 3 times in a row. Like I watched it, went and bought another ticket, watched it, and went and bought another ticket.
The Mario movie is probably my favorite experience in a movie theater ever. Because the 3 of us got in that theater alone.
Videos, bro. The videos.
Did you save the one where Aaron's just standing there and we approached him and then he started running and we zoomed to the opposite side of the theater?
I have it. Want me to send it to you so you can put it on the screen?
No, not put it on the screen, but just so I can have it as a memory. But Mario movie is one of my favorite experiences in a movie theater. Black Adam is up there too, with experiences in a movie theater. Anything with you two in a movie theater is honestly like peak performance.
Yeah, I'm a pretty funny guy.
You're just a big guy.
Hey, pal.
Just makes you jolly.
Ho ho ho.
You should dress up as Santa.
You should be the mall Santa.
That's his future.
Oh, fuck. Make a quick buck.
Have an OnlyFans girl sit on your lap.
Down to do something strange for some change.
That's a good photo right there.
That's pretty elite.
We should go bowling tomorrow.
Yeah, we'd have time for
down.
that.
I'm down.
Anyway, back to
that's how plans are made, guys. I'm down.
No, it's like cool, yeah. Anyway, fuck. Let's go back to serious stuff real quick.
No,
it's
okay.
It's just because I saw this clip recently.
It's good.
It's just because I saw this
clip. Juice is flowing.
That's okay.
I have plenty of juices flowing.
Okay.
It's very uncomfortable.
Stop flowing your juices on my bed, dude.
What?
I can never ever.
Oh.
I can never act like.
Turn into semi-auto, bro.
Okay.
Optimal Prime.
Okay, stop. But fuck, I'll just go to the story I wanted to tell. There's like a ring footage of this guy. He recently had broken up with his girlfriend. He went off on his own for a little bit. He came back, and they're broken up like recently. But like he obviously wanted to talk to her because he started breaking into the house. But like the dad and the mom was there, and several times they're like, dude, don't, she doesn't want to talk to you. And then the dad's like, dude, I have a gun. And he killed him. On the footage, it's on like if you just look up James, she doesn't want to talk to you, you could probably find the news footage from it. But I read through it, and it's a super sad story because obviously he was just desperate. Rest in peace to James. But at the same time, like, the dad warned him several times, like he's breaking into a house, he's just doing everything wrong at the situation. And his family is obviously upset, but his sister said like the most idiotic like point about it, because the dad should definitely, like, you know, do something because he did kill a person, you know. It wasn't self-defense, blah blah blah. But the sister of James, she was like, the dad lied in waiting to shoot him. It's like, yeah, because he told him not to, and he's breaking into his house, and he warned him several times, like, I have a gun, dude, stop, just calm down. And it's just crazy to think that this happens all the time, because ever since go for it.
We should introduce ourselves because it's the first podcast. We should be like, hey, this is where I'm from. It's the middle of the podcast, but who cares?
It's not the middle of the podcast. It's like 40 minutes into the podcast.
It's like the middle-ish.
No, No, I said your fools for today.
No, I mean like introduce ourselves.
Oh, okay. I'll go first. My name's.
How did we meet and shit?
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
No. Life stories?
Life stories?
Friendship stories?
I had sex with Errand one time.
What?
Yeah, the condom broke. We're still waiting on.
Is that why you're so big?
It's been incubating for 3 years.
Has it been incubating?
Okay. That's actually talk. So I'll go first because I met Errand first.
Yeah.
So I used to live with somebody. I'm not gonna disclose who it was.
I know who it is. Do I know who it is?
No.
No.
Is it the
don't.
person I'm thinking? Okay.
No. You don't know them.
Okay, cool.
But we used to live. It was like an apartment. We had an upstairs and a downstairs, and there was I was friends with this kid, Kevin.
Yeah.
I don't know if I should have said his name, but
well, Kevin's a common name.
We'll call him Smelvin.
Smelvin, yeah, we'll call him Smelvin.
What, you can't change it now.
We'll just bleep it and then call
his
him
home
Smelvin.
address is this. This is his appearance.
But we were both friends with him. He's way younger than us, but like at the time we were all just friends.
Probably like 5 or 6 years.
No, not that much.
He's 11 years old.
Nah, he's like
definitely
he's like
not.
13, right?
Yeah,
so
he's probably like
3
3 years younger than
3
us.
years. But
that made more sense.
So I was friends with him. My parents were friends with Kevin's parents. We'll just go with it.
Kevin
and
Smelvin.
we just go with Kevin. Was friends with Kevin's parents and
yeah, I guess it doesn't matter as long as we don't say their last name
and a place of living.
Aaron lived underneath me, but my mom at first told me not to hang out with him because how much he cussed. Like he would throw F-bombs like everywhere.
I know,
bro.
dude. It's fucking. Never mind.
He says that he throws F-bombs. Like it doesn't matter anymore.
He's
like
changed.
all of us are mature now. It's where we could cuss.
Mature. We
know when and how.
We know when. Like we know the audience. We know when to not cuss. But like. That's when we met. Like we were acquaintances. We would say we weren't
acquaintances.
We weren't friends yet. But then flash forward to what was it? 8th grade year.
Yeah.
8th grade year. We're both in middle school.
I didn't recognize him at first because he used to be like kind of fat, and then
I still was fat.
You weren't as fat.
I
though.
was
That's why
fat.
I didn't recognize you.
But we were in a science class, And I just ignored him because he was a big dude, so like it was scary. So I just ignored him until our science teacher put us together on a project, and I just asked him, I was like, did you used to live at so-and-so, and were you friends with so-and-so? He was like, yeah. I was like, you remember me? And he was like, yeah. So I'm gonna expose you real quick, Aaron. You didn't really have that much friends.
I still don't.
So it just sort of stuck around with us. Well, with me, and then Matthew.
You met me like in band, right? Band, and then we would go like.
You were in band?
We were all in band.
Aaron was
No,
not
I
in
wasn't.
band.
Oh, me and him.
Yeah, we met. I met you. Well, I could go ahead and tell my story.
Yeah,
now.
go ahead.
It's-
My.
I
What?
was about to say, I'm pretty sure I was friends with Tomas before you.
Mine
right?
maybe.
No.
Yeah, because I was in wrestling
Football
with
team.
him.
Yeah, wrestling.
What year?
8th.
No. Well, friends, yeah, but I knew you before.
No,
Tomas
I
was-
know. I'm not
I've
saying
known
I knew him
Tomas-
before I knew you.
No,
I'm saying that I was friends longer.
No,
but
because
you
wrestling
guys were
didn't start
closer.
until later on in the year.
Did you
I
meet
was
I
him?
friends
met you
with
in the
Tomas.
beginning of the year because we had science, and that was like our
No,
first
I'm
classes.
saying like before you became friends with Tomas.
Oh yeah, I didn't become friends with Tomas until freshman year.
Yeah.
I was friends with him since 7th grade.
Sorry, big guy. It's not
Well,
a
that's because you guys.
competition.
It's because
I-
you guys
Let's
played
get our dicks out on
clarinet
the
together.
table, I guess.
No,
I didn't
because
say
we played
anything.
football together.
Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Anyway, so my story is pretty simple. I met you 8th grade too, I believe, Xavier, unless it was 7th grade for band.
we met for 7th, but we
Yeah,
weren't friends.
we
until
didn't become friends until I don't even know what started our friendship. Honestly,
Let
it
me
was
think,
just
let me think,
mutual
let me
friend
think.
through band, and we
Let me
like played
think.
once together, and we're like, dude, you're pretty hot.
What?
I don't.
Excuse.
No.
Why are you so gay?
Yeah.
Why do you like men so
I'm
much?
sorry.
No. I think it was like a football band type thing because
Oh,
I
yeah,
didn't play.
for Safe High.
I didn't play. No, actually, yeah. I remember the exact day. It was like beginning of 8th grade, first few days. I think it was like the 3rd or 2nd day. It was at the new school, and I was sitting on the field, and you just came up to me, and we were playing football together, and we just started talking. And then like
Yeah.
that sort of, I like asked you where you're from and all
Yeah.
that. And
I
that's what
did.
I
Yeah, it's starting to become familiar. I did like everything from 8th grade is hazy, probably because
Yeah.
I got like several concussions. Cause
Broken trumpet.
Anyway,
I
Um,
played people don't expect it because I look
yeah,
like football player now. I don't play band no more.
yes.
But
I
I used to play a lot of band. I did drums, I did cornet, I did
What is
trumpet.
cornet? What is cornet?
It's like a smaller version of a trumpet.
Mm.
Oh, the French horn? No, that's not true.
No, it's not the French horn.
The French
Yeah.
horn is like the swirly one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
French horn. is
I played the
swirl.
cornet. It was literally a trumpet but smaller.
Yeah.
Mm.
But I played what's it called?
Trombone?
No, like the drum thing. The
Oh, bass
bass, yeah. I
or
don't know.
bass drum? Yeah,
Bass drum, yeah. I played bass drum. I did alto saxophone. 7th grade year.
played a lot.
Probably the best I did. Remember, I got
Mhm.
best in the room that year.
It's so dumb. I put my heart and soul into squeaking all the time.
How much did you practice for that, Matthew?
No, I didn't practice at all, dude.
Dude, I spent every lunch for
Oh, yeah.
2
You
months.
were a band geek?
I was 7th grade year. I
Nice.
spent every lunch for 2
Super
months
impressive.
practicing for that, and I got best in room, so it was
Good job,
well
man.
deserved. Well deserved.
Yeah, no, that's effort.
But like
That's effort.
after that, I just didn't have the love for it. I went to tenor saxophone, and then they had me go back to
Yeah.
alto saxophone for the camp.
The problem I think with that like band class wasn't the teacher. She was really cool. Like now that I look back at it, but like it was the fact that like we were just looked down upon. You know,
Yeah.
because it's such like
Band.
a stereotype that like we're geeks and we're
Yeah.
losers, even though it's not
I
true.
think that's sort of another reason why I ran away from
Yeah.
it more and
Yeah.
more. Cause like, you don't want to be known for that
Yeah.
in high school.
Yeah.
Like some people are fine with it because that's their profession, but like I didn't
that's our
want to.
passion.
I didn't want to be a
Kind of
professional
in a
band
whiplash
player.
Scenario. Are
Anyway,
you rushing or dragging?
back that's one of my favorite movies of all time too, dude.
It
That's
is a
such
good. It's a
movie.
good fucking movie.
Anyway,
But like,
Back
yeah.
to-
Plus, like, what I really wanted to do was play football, so like I just I just went for it.
You
Honestly,
yeah,
focused on
didn't you
one
like
thing.
technically like sneak onto the football team? 'cause
Yeah,
your
I
mom
did.
wouldn't let you.
I did. I just signed up for the football team and told her like a week before first practice. Yeah.
Well, I met you via that, and then we just like we were decent
Also
friends.
for COVID, we just
Yeah.
all started like FaceTiming.
Yeah,
like a group,
I was going to tell that story.
group FaceTime.
Yeah, 'cause
The way
I
me
was
and-
going to lead into it because I wanted to talk about like how our base group like formed
The way
like our circle.
the way you and I met was through
I was-
Xavier. Well, I want to because
I got it, I
I don't
got
got
it,
no
I get it.
introduction story.
No, yeah. But so me and Xavier had been like decent friends for a while. We would play football sometimes. Remember that night?
Yo.
Anyway, regardless, I remember one day it was like right before COVID actually like became a problem for everybody. Near end of 8th grade. Shut up, you guys. Shut up. So near end of 8th grade, but before like we got sent home for the rest of the year. One day you were like, "Hey, I have a friend to introduce to you," and I.
What?
And I was like, all right, cool. And we sat down, had lunch. I met Aaron. He was super shy. Clearly did not like me as much as he does now. But like I could tell.
I still like hate you. I just use you for your money.
I use you for your money.
I get free food every time I hang out. So.
Yeah.
I feel like I was like the.
You were the middle.
You were the.
I was the person that brought everyone together.
No,
like,
yeah, because
I would meet somebody,
before I
bring
knew
them
you.
in. Meet somebody, bring them in.
I knew Gabe. Gabe
Like,
knew
you'd
Aaron.
like the.
Yeah, Gabe and I was natural because I was in my freshman class and Mr. G ended up switching around all the seats and shit.
Yeah.
So I ended up sitting by Gabe and he was just making these really, really gay jokes. And I was like, can you please stop calling me sexy and shit?
Gabe's something, bro.
Gabe is the gayest straight man I know.
I don't know how he got a girlfriend. Like, that's beyond me. But like,
but that's the 8th grade summer. I think was when we solidified because I remember Gabe was like, no, you. I think the first time we ever played like as a bigger group, like at least the 3 of us before like Gabe was also added to that.
yeah.
No, maybe it was PUBG.
No.
PUBG, right?
Cause I
Mobile
remember
PUBG?
on
PUBG was
Instagram
after.
I FaceTime you. FaceTime you.
I could
We
have sworn it
added
was
Aaron.
Among Us.
Yeah, it was Among Us. But wait.
Mm-mm.
So I FaceTimed Matthew, then I added Aaron to the FaceTime, and then I was
Me.
thinking about it, and I was like, should we add Gabe? And we just added him, and then like,
Yes, I remember the games because like me and Gabe
it started with PUBG.
Yeah, PUBG was
Really?
the one that
I don't
started.
remember
was
playing
PUBG.
PUBG with y'all till later on.
No,
It
no,
was
no.
PUBG
PUBG
for a
was
while.
the first time that we all 4 of us
And
played
then
together.
Among Us got popular, and we
Yes.
started just
You
like,
introduced
every
me to Among
day.
Us. On a call random one day, you're like, "Yo, have you ever heard of Among Us?" I'm like, "No, we should play it." I'm like, "Okay," and that was
So
that's the end of the story.
That was peak, bro.
Yeah.
Among Us was peak.
Yeah.
I wish.
You dumbass! You're truly believing him over me? What the hell?
I remember that
On my
one time.
on my mama, I swear I'm not. I swear I'm not.
I remember that one time that I just killed someone straight in front of you, and you just stopped in your tracks and looked at me, and I was like, Xavier, please, please.
Bro, I remember the times where I'd be like on speaker with everyone, and my mom would be like, "Who's that?" I'm like, Matthew and Aaron, and she'll be all, "Hi, Matthew. Hi, Xavier's mom."
That would be me. I
Yeah.
always say like, "Hi, Aaron's mom" or Aaron's grandma or whatever. I still do that,
Yeah.
even though I like know them personally.
I remember that. That was peak, bro. That was probably my best
Oh, no,
time
no.
over quarantine.
No.
Yeah.
Peak was when we would all play Roblox consistently.
That's
was
when
peak.
we were playing Among Us. We would go with Among Us and
That's true.
Roblox.
That's true.
Yeah, that shit was fun.
That was so peak. Even
I
with
had my bed. I had my own like tablet. I had my own like. I would have everything set up. It would be
Bro,
all
the professional shit going, dude.
But that was so. What was, like the freaking. Basically just Among Us, and I was a murderer, and Aaron was sheriff, and he just shot me because he wanted to shoot me, and I ended up.
Dude, that was so funny. That was the
ended the round.
Murder Mystery
Yeah,
2.
Murder Mystery
That
2.
was the funniest.
And
I
the
still
round
laugh
started,
thinking about that shit. Dude.
I was finally got murderer. I was super excited. Aaron got sheriff, and the first thing he did was spawn next to me and shoot my face, and that ended the round. And I'm still angry about
dude,
it.
it's still funny as fuck to me, bro.
Bro,
You know what's
the
still funny?
raging, the everything, just the. or with PUBG when it was me and you, and I was singing the Avengers.
Avengers.
theme song.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, bro, it was
What
just
was-
peak.
There was another thing that I'm liking on the game, but
Rocket League?
it was not Rocket League started out me and your friendship, like this friendship, but Roblox came long after Rocket League, because we played Roblox consistently. God,
I'm trying to think of the games that we played together.
Yeah.
We tried to play some multiplayer horror games.
We tried to play Bigfoot, and it was just like the worst experience.
I remember that because I was too scared.
No, it was mobile Bigfoot, and nothing was scary about it.
Roblox horror games together were
Bro,
fucking
I did
awesome.
not belong there. Remember, I said I didn't belong there. Black people don't belong in horror games.
Didn't you like die first?
Yeah, I
too?
died first. But like, honestly, it's just like I'm not into like there's few games like I used to play this the Phasmophobia Roblox version.
Yeah.
I used to play that like with other friends like just a little bit, and it was like fun for a little while. But
I'm
like
excited that shit's coming out on PS5 and
I know,
Xbox Series
I
X
know.
soon.
I saw that.
Well, I'm gonna just get it here.
Yeah.
Because if
And it's
you guys,
cross-platform.
yeah,
so.
if you guys get it, then we could all play that, and that would be really fun.
You don't.
Yeah.
Do you have a next-gen console yet?
Nope. Do you?
Yeah.
You got one, huh?
He has a PS5. It's in the other room over there.
Yeah. I'm thinking about asking my friend if he could sell it to us.
Dude, you should totally do that, bro. Phasmophobia, late nights.
Yeah, that wouldn't even
That
be
would
like
be
a
peak.
thing that we record for the channel for
One
a
of my
while.
favorite things that
That
I've
would just be
seen-
something that we have fun with.
One of my favorite things that I've seen is the one where like Markiplier is in like the room and you just hear his blood-curdling screams as he gets murdered.
Oh yeah, and then Jacksepticeye and Bob are just laughing their ass off as he's literally getting murdered. Even though they could have saved him, they could have just opened the door.
That shit was
I
so
like-
fucking funny, man.
Bro, it was.
Last thing I would like to talk about is who would be your inspiration for doing podcasts on YouTube?
Misfits.
Misfits?
I like. I was talking about it before. I like Theo Vaughn. I feel like that's
Mm-hmm.
funny. I like Theo Vaughn. So, unpopular opinion, I like Impulsive with Jake. With
I
Logan
think
Paul.
I don't
It's-
like Logan Paul, but I think it's a good podcast.
It's a good podcast. That's what I'm saying. Like
Wait, is it Logan or Jake that did the whole...
Logan.
Logan?
Yeah, it was Logan.
It was
Isn't
Logan.
he like
Yeah.
scamming people now again? Like
Well, he
Is
was. He did the whole like.
he did a
It
whole
was like
redemption arc and then
NFTs
ruined it.
with like
yeah.
It was like zoo NFTs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He had his whole redemption arc and then he ruined it again.
I watched. This,
I think he has good intentions. It's just like
He just makes some
he's
dumb
just
decisions.
retarded.
Yeah.
He's just stupid. Ooh.
yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't there like a video
That was
saying that he had? Wasn't there a video saying he had like holes in his brain or something, and that you shouldn't like do contacts?
No,
Sports
I
ever
haven't.
again?
I haven't.
Did
I
you-
think.
I think
Yeah,
I
I
saw
think
that.
I've heard that.
Yeah.
Well,
But like I don't think he's a bad guy. I think he just makes impulsive decisions.
Impulsive. Yeah.
No pun
Oh
intended.
my god, get it, guys?
I think impulsive
Tell me how.
decisions, but like
what should we title this first off? By the way.
Pilot.
pilot.
Okay.
It's always pilot. For the first-
Okay.
It's always
Anyway,
pilot, Matthew.
My inspiration is 100% Game Grumps.
Do you not know who they are?
No.
Well, I
They're
don't
like
know.
super cringe and bad, and I don't know why he watches them.
That's not true.
I'll check them out, Matthew. I'll check
No,
them
they're
out.
Yeah.
super funny. And I think they fit the vibe here that we have right now. Even like when it was just me and Aaron, it was great. Now I truly feel like we could even be compared to them sometimes, even though there's 3 of us and there's only 2 of them.
I'm like way funnier than Aaron, so
That's not true.
that's super true.
No,
I
Nah,
can't
you'll,
make
wa-
my
you'll watch him and you'll be like, dude, Aaron is way funnier than this.
not
dude."
ARIN.
Aaron.
But yeah, I love the Misfits. They're so
Yeah.
raunchy and just non-PC. I love it. It fits my. I think it fits my style a lot.
Yes, it
That's where I
does.
get a lot.
You
Shut your
say
mouth,
so
Shut
much
your mouth. Shut your mouth.
horrible
I'm talking.
shit.
I'm talking. Shut your mouth. All right.
Okay.
The adults are speaking.
I think we should conclude this episode. Thank
Yeah,
you
it fits my
for
style.
staying. Too much talking from everybody, before
No.
politics come out.
Uh,
But thank you for watching the
Dude,
first episode.
Was what
of
Hitler
A
did
Fool's
really
Errand.
that bad?
what
Thank
did
you
he
for
say?
watching today's episode of A Fool's Errand.
Yeah, thank you guys so
Please
much.
tune in for next episode.
If, guys, check out those podcasts, Impulsive, Misfits, and just go ahead and check out the Game Grumps. They're all great. If you're looking for somewhere to waste your time, those 3 are it, man.
Like
I'm telling
this is the exact definition of waste your time. 'Cause
Yes.
It's not even going to be funny for you guys. It's just going to be like.
Well,
this
yeah,
is
I
just
mean, not a lot of
wasting.
podcasts have to be funny.
A lot of podcasts are just random. I feel
Alright.
like
Random, chill.
we just
But-
wanted to talk.
Thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Also, watch our DDLR episodes.
If you guys know the Misfits, rate it 5 stars down in the YouTube comments. Please, I would love to do that
But
for
yeah.
a video. Okay, I love
I don't
you guys
know.
and
Later.
goodbye.
I don't know if they want me on their game throughs, on gameplay
Yeah.
playthroughs,
We
whatever
definitely
you
do.
call
Yeah.
it. But
Game
you might see
throughs.
me game throughs. You might see me in the future, or else I'll just be on the
Yeah.
podcast.
Yeah,
Crisscrossing my
he's
fingies
third
here.
fool for sure.
I'm third fool.
He's the third fool.
Third fool, baby.
And originally we definitely planned on only having 2, but then Xavier came over and we're like, this
Yes.
is so perfect, we can't let this slide.
Yeah.
Also, we need like a token.
We need the disabled kid.
Alright.
We
already
need the
had
nigga
that
We
with
need to
Errand.
get those diversity.
The diversity,
up.
yep.
Alright.
Okay,
Well, thank you
for
guys.
watching. Come
Thank
back for
you.
next.
I love you. Bye.
Okay.
Come-